Good morning, everyone. Good to see you. I think one of you doesn't have a video on. Let me see.
I can't get it to work.
Here you are. Andrea, I think your video, oh, there we are. Okay, good. I'm going to mute you all. All right. So, good morning. Welcome to Synergy class. It's good to be here and share class with you. To begin with, we're going to need a chair. If you have a folding chair, that will be preferable, but if you don't, you use what you have. And a Pilates ball, a block, or something that mimics a block, a tennis ball, ankle band, and TheraBand. We have a lot of toys today. All right, so my TheraBand is not super light, maybe light to medium, I would say. You wanna have a little bit of resistance in there. As always, I try very much to consider all of the limitations for all my students. Sometimes I can't get it 100%, so you need to advocate for yourself. If something doesn't work for you, then skip it or use a different texture. Okay, so like if a tennis ball is going to be way too intense, maybe use a soft ball, a Pilates ball. You can deflate the air out of it if you need to. If you have a softer ball than that, go ahead. On the other hand, oftentimes if you limit yourself, okay, where you can't do this and this and this and this and this and this, okay, you're cheating yourself out of your possibilities. My recommendation is some things are a hard no. You just know your body is not designed that way and you're gonna injure yourself. Being uncomfortable or likely discomfort or even a little nervy sensation, that doesn't mean you have to run away. Sometimes that's the gate to your freedom to get to the other side. So what your job is to tolerate a little, tease that tissue, and then back off, and then see how your body responds. If your body didn't fall, your body is still functioning and everything is good, then you allowing that tissue to adapt, you know, and you grow with that. All right, so all you're gonna need, move all your toys out of the way, except for your Pilates ball, and a block will be used soon. Just take your Pilates ball and rest it under your cervical spine. Lift and lengthen your tailbone. Broaden your shoulders and relax your shoulders away from your ears. And all I want you to do is just press the ball, press the cervical spine in the back of your skull to the ball. Keep a space between your chin and your breastbone here. So your chin is not tucked under and it's not overly extended. And I keep the pressure on your ball just to get this hydration going. Notice your feet. And then visualize that wherever your ball is pressing, it's radiating energy all the way down the back line, all the way through your back body to your feet. And I start to bring awareness to your breath. Notice your chin would want to fall to your chest, lift it up a little. And I turn your nose to the left and to the right, but do not lose the pressure on the ball. And as you're pressing that ball, you're also resetting your spine and your hips. And over time, notice if your range of motion is little, what happens if you go a little further? And then notice if you're holding your breath. Can you change that? Breathe in and breathe out. And now, as you're spending a little more time here, your back body is resting heavily on the mat. And then slowly come center, take a moment. Relax your knees, your thighs, and feel like waterfall down your body. Good. Now, shift your body to the left or to the right. Come to a seat, and I take the ball right towards your, below your shoulder blades. Interlace your hands, cradle the back of your head, walk your feet slightly forward, and now open your heart any amount. Inhale, doesn't have to be far, but breathe to the front body. And then exhale, just lift a little bit up. Little. Inhale, open your heart. Pull the elbows away from each other. Rest your head on your hands. Exhale, come up a little. Do it again. Inhale, open. Now, for some of you, you could go further back, like a big back bend. Do not force it. Maybe you put a block under your head if you feel like this is a big extension for me. Yeah. Inhale, open your heart. Breathe into the front body. Resist your head to your hands. Keep breathing. Pull the elbows energetically to the right, to the left. And now sway your chest to the right and left over the ball, little. Just small amount, like you're rocking your thoracic spine. Good. And now slowly come to your hands, push and come up. All that water, not water, but fluidity, synovial fluid going down your spine. Now, last one, take it right between your sacrum and your low back, all the way. Push it as far down as you can. Take your hands down, and I come over the ball. Walk your feet forward, and I sway your hips right and left. Now, put the weight on the ball. Put the weight on the ball. I highly recommend, before you do any type of work, always to get your body ready. You're hydrating the body, getting rid of stiffness. This is something you can even do in bed. Right and left, right and left. Notice if there's tenderness on one side. Move to the other side and breathe into the side that feels tender. Keep doing that until you notice maybe it's starting to calm down a little. All right. Slowly lift your hips and move the ball out of your way. Rest on your back. And hopefully you feel a little bit more grounded and energized. Good. Now, press your palms alongside your body. Feet about hip-width apart. Walk them forward just a little bit. And now we're going to peel just the tailbone, the sacrum, and your low back. Your ribs are staying on the floor. Articulating here. And then lower your low back, lower your sacrum, and then towards your tailbone. And again, inhale. Exhale, lift your tailbone, your sacrum, your low back. You're in a very, very low bridge, but your glutes are off the floor and your low back. Now lengthen your tailbone, drop your low back, drop your sacrum, and drop your tailbone. Inhale. Exhale, lift your tailbone, sacrum, lift your low back. Stay here. Breathe, and now find your little ball between your knees. Breathe here, keep your ribs on the floor, and now Little pulses, lift your hips little and lower little. Lift and lower. We're firing up those glutes. None of you should feel anything in your low back. If you do, lower your ribs, back ribs a little more. Lift a little and lower. It's like an inch. Up and down. Press your feet evenly. Lift, lower. So now you're really firing up those glutes so they can serve us well, and we keep our low back happy. And lift and lower, and I lift and hold it here. Find a little apple between your chin and your chest. Breathe. And now if you had to color your glutes, you're coloring your glutes, going down your hamstrings to the back of your knees. Breathe here, and now pulse the ball a little. Pulse, little release. Pulse, oh my goodness, release. Pulse, I've been doing this every day, and I really feel my glutes talking in a good way. Squeeze, don't come too high. Squeeze, lower for 3 more. Squeeze, lower, squeeze, lower, and squeeze and hold. 3, 2, 1. Lengthen your tailbone, lower your low back, sacrum, tailbone. Oh my goodness me. Okay, take your left ankle over your right knee, heel toe your right foot to the right, and now drop your knees to the left. Maybe the ball goes under your left thigh. So you're not going all the way out. As you travel to the left, visualize that right hip is anchoring to the floor. It's not going to touch, but just visualize. So you're trying to do the opposition. As we travel to the left, you're trying to anchor the right hip down to the mat. And now breathe in there. Three, 2, and 1. Slowly come up. Keep your legs as they are. Heel toe your right foot to the left. Walk your right foot to the left. Your left ankle is still, no, left ankle still over right. And now drop your knees over to the right. And now anchor the left hip down to the floor. And breathe. If you want a little more, press the left ankle, push the right thigh down. That's going to open your groin area. Anchor the left hip. Slowly come up and release your feet. Shake it off a little. Right ankle over your left knee. Heel toe your left foot slightly to the left, and now drop your knees to the right, maybe a ball under your thigh. Anchor the left hip down. And now you can press your right ankle to your thigh to emphasize that stretch. Breathe. Keep thinking of the left hip is grounding to the floor, even though it doesn't touch. Slowly come up. Keep your legs as they are. Heel toe your left foot all the way to the right side, and now drop your knees to the left. And now anchor your right hip down. Press your ankle to your thigh and feel the activation of your stretch. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up and release, even everything out. Good. So now take your hands behind your head, cradle your hands. Elbows are in. Your sacrum, now there's a big difference between, and we're going to exercise that right now. There's a big, big difference between touching the sacrum to the floor, so you're just gracing, or pressing it down until you're activating the core. So let me show you how you can feel that. Take one block under your left foot, because we're trying to create those landmarks in our body so you're working efficiently. Left foot on the block, Take your hands behind your head, cradle. And now notice how your sacrum is. The sacrum is where between your tailbone and your lumbar, your low back. So now press it down, just feel. And now notice the difference as you press your feet down to the floor, keep your head down. Press your sacrum now. Press your left leg, and now lift your right foot slightly off the floor. Like 5 inches or so. Keep pressing that left leg. Keep stamping your sacrum on the floor. Oftentimes your whole girdle there moves like one unit and then you tilt to your low back. So first press your sacrum. Breathe in here. Now lift your right leg to 90 degrees. Keep breathing. Inhale, press your left foot. Stamp your sacrum. Now lift your shoulders off the floor and find that apple. 4, 3, 2. Now notice if your sacrum region there is not as activated. Keep an eye on it. Lower your head and lower your right leg. Inhale. Exhale, lift your shoulders first. Now your head is pressing your hands. Press your back of your skull. Find your apple. Press your left leg, press your sacrum, lift your right foot. Breathe in here. Lift your right leg to 90 degrees. Your legs are strong and active. Press the left leg. 3, 2, 1. Drop your head and drop your leg. Inhale, find your apple. Exhale, press your feet, lift your chest, press your head to your hands. Breathe, feel your core. Press your left leg, lift your right leg. Lift it up to 90 degrees. Press that sacrum first. 3, 2, lift your shoulders. 2, 1. Oh my goodness, rest and lower down. Relax your palms alongside your body. And now you already know the little low bridge we're gonna do. So inhale, press your feet, one on the block and one on your floor. And now exhale, lift your tailbone, lift your low sacrum, lift your low back. You are on your ribs. Press your left leg to the block. If you feel you can go further, maybe for most of you, this is where you stay. Keep those glutes, nothing in your low back, you're in a low bridge. Lift your right leg to 90 degrees. Some of you might get a cramp. Breathe through it. Yes, a cramp. Yes, I know, I feel it too. That means you're awakening that tissue. Stay low for 2 and 1. Drop your right leg down, lengthen your tailbone, come all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, press your feet, lift your tailbone, lift your sacrum, lift your low back. Press those feet strong. Stay here or lift your right leg, and maybe some of you extend the leg to knee height, staying strong on the left leg. 4, find your apple. 3, 2, 1, bend your right knee 90 degrees. Lower your leg. Lengthen your tailbone, extend your left leg out, stretch it out. So don't be afraid when you get a cramp. That means you're awakening something that is blocked. Change your legs. Right foot on the block. Both feet are grounded. Take your hands behind your head. Interlace your hands. Elbows are in. Find your apple. Inhale. Press the right foot, press that sacrum. Over time, your sacrum, that tissue starts to adapt and it gets grounded. Now lift only your left foot 5 inches and press that sacrum down. Breathe. Can you press the sacrum without your low back? Press, press, press. Get used to lengthening that spine. Lift your leg to 90 degrees. Your core is on fire here. Press the right foot, apple between your chin and your chest. Lower your left leg down. Inhale. Elbows in, exhale, lift your shoulders off the floor. Press that sacrum. Breathe. Lift your left leg 90 degrees. Now press your head to your hands. Find your apple and press that sacrum. Did you lose it? 3, 2, 1. Drop your head and drop your leg. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your shoulders off the floor. Press your sacrum. Lift your left leg. Keep pressing that sacrum down to the floor. 4. Press your head to your hands. 2. Lift a little higher. Lower and rest. Take your hands alongside your body. Inhale. Press your feet. Lift your tailbone. Sacrum, low back. Your very low bridge. Stay here or lift your left foot. A few inches and then maybe to 90 degrees. Notice which side feels more stable. That gives you information. You don't have to do a million different other things. This is powerful work. 2 and 1. Drop your left leg, lengthen your tailbone, lower 1 section at a time. Inhale. Press your feet down, find your apple. Exhale, press your feet strong, lift your tailbone, sacrum, low back. Do it incrementally. And now slowly lift your left leg. Option. Breathe here or extend your left leg to knee height. Shine a light through those glutes. Keep it in a low bridge. Notice if your chin dropped. Bend your left leg 90 degrees. Stand strong on your right leg. Drop your left foot, lengthen your tailbone, and come down. Ay, ay, ay. Hug your knees to your chest. Little circle, circle your ankles. And slowly come up to a seat. How we doing? I'm telling you, this type of work, you think you're not doing much, this is powerhouse. I cannot emphasize this enough. I'm telling you again and again and again. This is what you need to longevity. You need a strong foundation. You need to understand where you are in your body. Okay, moving in all different directions, and you think you're doing amazing work, and you're not working your body intelligently, you're not getting the benefits like you should, for sure. And down the road, you might even create a little foundation for injuries because you keep on thinking you're doing core exercising and all of that. But if you don't understand where you are in your body, then it's not really beneficial. All right, so find your chair. I'm going to show you. A lot of the times, if you do type of work, and a lot of us miss that section where your lower ribs and your lumbar, your low back connect. It's below your shoulder blades, okay? That area, look what happens. So a lot of the times we, computers, it comes from here, and then we're like, oh, I'm so stiff, and I'm doing this thing again. And then I'm going again, doing my stuff. Oh, okay, so now this becomes like a hinge. And over time, it gets fatigued, okay, and maybe even inflamed or stuck, okay? So we need stability in here, but we need mobility between the shoulder blades and around the shoulder blades. So now we're gonna activate that little movement. It's gonna be tricky because it's not a lot of movement and your elbows are gonna stay straight. So I'm gonna show you how. So now you're finding, you're gonna listen, take the ball, and that's exactly that same area. So we don't do that pelvic tilt. Take the ball right below your shoulder blades and sit back. So now that's gonna keep your shoulders over your hips. And it's gonna avoid the ribs, lower ribs poking out. Okay, so sit on a chair. Sit on a chair. Cindy, Nancy, I mean, yeah, sit on the chair, put the ball below, and find your little ankle band. So we're gonna get into the ankle band and the TheraBand. We're gonna do a couple of things here. Okay, so TheraBand. Take your palms in front of you, grab the TheraBand. Now listen, your elbows are staying straight the whole time. So ankle band, not TheraBand, but ankle band first. Yes, grab it like it's a wheel here. Inhale, and now listen, only the right shoulder pulls back, but keep the elbow straight. And gaze to the right. Push it back, stay there, stay. And then slowly come forward. Diane, what's the problem? Can you see me? Little? Oh, look at your, on the left, there might be like little windows, like a little windows. Press on that and see if that changes it. Or sign out and sign in again. Okay. Inhale. So just look at what I'm doing, like here. I'm here with my band, chair, inhale. And our left hand, keep your elbow straight. And I pull the left shoulder blade back, gaze to the left. Breathe, pull that shoulder back. Keep breathing. Eventually you'll start to feel space between your shoulder blades and then slowly come up. Inhale. Exhale, pull the right back. Gaze to the right. Now pull more than you think you should. Pull more than you think you should. If the band is too hard, do it without the band. Pull back, 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 back. Slowly come back. Inhale. Exhale left. Pull back. Three, two, one. Slowly come center. Take a little rest. Okay. Now we're gonna move and lead with the elbow, but it's coming from that scapula. Okay. So it's this scapula is coming forward, forward, forward. I mean, the elbow comes forward, 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 and then you're gonna pull it back to its place. Left elbow forward, forward, forward. Reach that left elbow and then pull it back from your shoulder. You don't need a band for that one. Inhale, right. Push, reach, 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 reach. And now pull it back. Left elbow, lead with your elbow. Push forward, forward, forward. Slowly pull it back. Take a little rest, a few shoulder rolls. Okay, so that space between your shoulder blades get jammed in there, and now you're losing the mobility, all that stickiness. So this helps us. Now, one more time, take your right hand, just your right hand, and now reach like you're reaching to the wall you can't reach. Now gaze to the right. Reach, reach, like you're taking the humerus out of its socket. And now plug it in. One more. Take it out. Breathe, reach, 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 reach. Breathe into your back body. Hold your breath. Exhale, retract. Release it, shoulder rolls. Left side, inhale. Exhale, reach to that wall, way forward. You're trying really hard. Your core is active here. Push, 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 gaze to the left. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. Hopefully you can feel it starting to open up. Breathe back there. Slowly retract. Last one, inhale. Exhale, reach, 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 reach. Push the ball. Breathe into that space, gaze to the left. Slowly come back and release. All right, a few shoulder rolls. And now we have our little TheraBand. Okay, if you have a folding chair, it'll be easier because then you can put the band through the back seat, okay? If you don't, then maybe you hold the band with one hand. All right. So the tail is going to be short, and then grab your band with your right hand. Now you have your both shoulders over your hips. Press your feet strong to the floor. And now grab the band with your thumb up. Okay, here we go. Give yourself enough resistance. Inhale. Now you have that awareness of shoulder in. And now exhale, flexion of the shoulder. If that's too easy, make it shorter. And now slowly turn your palm down and lower down. With resistance. Inhale. Keep your palm down. Now lift your palm up. Hug those muscles, straight elbow. If it's not elbow, then give yourself more bend. Now turn your thumb up and now lower down the elevator. Good. Inhale. Keep that engagement. Don't get lazy when you come down. You're still active. Exhale, lift. Shoulder back, find your back body. We worked on that just now. Nice and proud, mid-back. Turn your palm down. Lower slow. If you pay attention, your whole body is working here. Your core, your glutes, inhale. Exhale, lift like someone is pushing your arm down and you're pushing it up. Palm up, up, up. Draw the arm in, shoulders are broad. Turn your thumb up. Oh, that's a lot of work. Lower down slow. Oh my goodness. Okay, now inhale. Exhale, abduction. Lift it up to the side. Plug the arm in. We're staying here. 5. Notice your mid-back lifting up. You have an apple under your chin. 2 and 1. Slowly turn your palm down and now lower down. This is exhausting. Woo! Okay, inhale. Only 2 more. Exhale, lift your palm up. Palm is down. Lift, 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 lift. And now turn your thumb up. External rotation here. Good. Turn your palm down. Notice your discomforts are only temporary, but it's necessary. Lower down. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, lift slow, slow. Lift. Notice where you challenge. Don't skip it. Don't skip it. Lift your chest up. Turn your thumb up. 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Oh, yeah, yeah. Shoulder rolls. Okay, now listen. We're going to change hands. Take your band, the long one, over to the left, and I grab the little tail with your right hand. Okay? Here we are. Inhale. And now, bend your elbow. You're leading with your elbow. Inhale. Lift your chest up. And now pull the sword. Where is this working? Straighten your elbow, even if you have to give yourself a lot of band. Draw the arm into the socket. Front lower ribs are down. You're on the right side. Your band is on that right side. On the right side.
Maggie, on the right side, nothing changed. We just changed the hands, that's all. And then bend the elbow to the right. So the band is on the right side. Inhale. Exhale, pull slow. What's working on your way? Lift it up. Draw the arm in. Straighten that elbow if you can. Slowly bend. Notice where the challenge is. Don't ignore it, but look at it. Inhale. If your band is too small, okay, either bring your right hand to your chest so you have more band, or use no band and use your own strength. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Front lower ribs are down. Pull, pull, pull. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back. Take a moment, breathe and feel. Okay, keep your right, the little tail there. Okay, now the band is gonna go up and over your head. Grab the band with your right, the tail with your right hand. Okay, here we go. Inhale. If your band is too small, grab the band with your right hand and take your right arm behind you, like you're doing cow arms. Inhale. And now exhale, keep your elbow in as best as you can. And now extend. Breathe here. Bend your elbow. Inhale. And now exhale, you're extending your elbow. Your bicep is by your ear. Inhale, bend the elbow, gaze forward. Exhale, lift. Lift your spine. This is beautiful to retract your spine. Lift your mid back up. Bend the elbow. Front lower ribs, press that ball. Don't lose it. Exhale, lift. 3, 2. This is so good on my left hip. I feel it all the way down my left side. And lower and rest. Shake your hands. Take the band to the left side. Keep a little tail with your right hand. Grab it with your right hand. And now you're grabbing the band with your left. Your thumb is up. And then the first one will be a test, like you'll see if you need to adjust it. I'm just gonna lift my camera a little more so you guys can see me better. Now, I don't want you just to depend on the boulder. I want you to train that space to the back wall, because if you notice when you're pressing it, your low ribs are going in. I keep talking about press your lower ribs in. That's what that back should feel like. The back gets lazy and not, neurologically, it's not connecting. So feel what that feels like. All right, here we are. Left hand, right hand grabs the tail. Inhale, thumb is up. Exhale, lift your palms, flexion of your shoulder here. Draw the arm in. Now turn your palm down and lower like you're pressing a big ball. Down, down, down. Inhale. Exhale, keep your palm down. Lift slow. Push like someone is pushing your arm and you resisting the arm and coming up. Lift your chest tall. Turn your thumb up. And now lower down slow. Inhale. Exhale, push, push, resist, resist, resist. Slow and control. Lift. What's happening in your spine? Can you feel? Turn your palm down. Lower down slow. Okay. One more. Inhale. Don't lose those muscles in your arm. Lift, 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 lift. I want you to work for it. Draw the arm in. Breathe. Turn your thumb up. Breathe in there. Lower down slow. Oh, take a little rest. Ooh. All right, here we are. We're going out. Inhale. Lift your palm. Thumb is down for now. Palm is down. Inhale. Lift your palm up. Again, resisting. And notice if your body wants to shift to the left. Keep it centered. Lift it up, up, up. Now turn your thumb up to the back wall. External rotation. It's coming from your shoulder joint. Keep your spine tall. Turn your thumb down and lower your palm. Adjust the band if you need to. Okay, I don't want it to be super easy. I want it to be challenging, but not overly challenging. Inhale. Exhale, lift your palm. Notice what's working every step of the way. Make friends with that. Lift your thumb up and back. Press the ball with your lower ribs. 2, 1, slowly lower down. Just one more. Inhale, turn your palm down. Exhale, slow, lift. Start lower, Cindy, go down first. Yes. And then lift. Breathe. Shine a light where you feel the challenge. Don't be afraid of it. Lift, lift, and lift. Hold it there. Lots of light. Maybe no band, Cindy. Do it without the band. That's it. Hug those muscles. Breathe. Shine a light in your shoulder joint. 2, 1. Turn your thumb up and back. Even your collarbone should be wide. You should feel that. Slowly lower down. Oh, woo. Your body will thank you in 2 days' time, I promise. Okay, keep the little tail on your thigh. Grab it with your left hand and now take the band to your right hand. Bend the elbow. You're leading with your elbow. Long chest, inhale. Like I said, if the band is too hard for you and you don't have a lighter one, do it with your hand. Inhale. Exhale, pull the sword, but keep your front lower ribs, press that ball, press the ball, lengthen your tailbone. Feel the back body as much as what we're doing here. It's high as your spine. And I slowly bring it down. Inhale. Exhale, lift your elbow first, Elbow, 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 and then the forearm extends, diagonal. Draw the arm into the socket. Breathe. Slowly come back. You're coming towards your left hand. Bend the elbow towards your left hand. Inhale. Lift your elbow up, up, up. Lift your elbow up, Cindy. Yeah, lift, lift. Breathe into that. Oh. Don't force it. Don't force it. Just go even a little, like that. And then push it up. Breathe. 4, press the ball. 2, and 1, slowly come back. Okay, rest your left band. Take the band behind you now. You're on your right hand. Inhale. Elbow in as best as you can. And now extension of your elbow. Straighten the arm behind you. Press the ball. Lengthen your tailbone. Bend your elbow. Inhale. Exhale, push and lift. Draw the arm in. As you're going out, you're coming into the joint. Bend the elbow. Inhale. Exhale, push. Last one. Inhale, front lower ribs in. You're pressing that ball. Exhale, lift. Hold it here, lift your chest tall. 4, 3, draw the arm in, and 1. Slowly release. Shoulder rolls. Beautiful. Okay, so leave that band alone now. Find your band, your ankle band, over the soles of your feet. So now I'm going to lower the camera a little. So take this nice opportunity to notice what your spine should feel like in neutral. Because when we load it up like with the legs, then notice if we didn't have the ball, your ribs will be poking forward. And now you think you're doing good work, but you're doing it in an anterior tilt. We don't want to do that. Okay, we're just keeping the spine in neutral. All we're doing is flexing the hip. So bend over, right around your arches. Breathe in here. Core is active. You can grab the edges of your chair if you need to, but lightly. Don't depend on it. And I want you just, just the right leg. Lift. It might not be a lot. Flexion, flexion, flexion. Whoa, I feel it. And then lower down. Inhale. Lift, lift. Keep breathing. See how much harder it is when your spine is in neutral. 2, 1, lower. Shine the light on those quad muscles. Oftentimes you think they're tight, but they're really not fired up. That's why. Inhale. Exhale, lift your right. Hug those muscles. Align your knee with your ankle and your hip. 4, 3, 2. Yeah, don't do that if it's too much. Just keep your chair here, your hands, and then lower. Inhale. Exhale, left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower. Inhale. Exhale, right. Every time, maybe you come a little higher. Maybe you're diving deeper to your bone. 4, 3, 2. I'm shaking. Lower. Last one, inhale. Exhale, left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Take a little rest. Okay. So now you're gonna come to the forward a little more. You're gonna lose your ball, but you have the memory now. Extend your legs. Bend your right knee. Ground that left leg. Ground the left leg. And now extend the right leg, and now abduction. Pull it to the right. Any amount. 4. Lift your chest. 3, 2. Ooh, come back in and lower. Inhale, keep that spine tall. Don't lean back. Okay, so now you don't have the ball. You're not going all the way back. Come halfway through the chair. Okay? It'll be very difficult to do it back here. Okay, so come halfway. Inhale right to the crease of your hamstring and glute. But you have that memory of your spine. Inhale, quad muscles active, lift your left leg. Breathe. Maybe you take one hand behind your head. Keep your chin neutral. Lift that leg, gaze forward. And I kick the leg to the left. Abduction. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in and lower. One more inhale. Press your head, chin away from your chest. Lift your right leg. Kick it to the right. Oh, kick a little more, but lift your chest. 2, 1. Come back in, lower. Last one, inhale. Exhale, left, lift. Lift your chest. Press your head, find your apple, kick to the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back in and bend. Okay. Bend your knees, and now from the creases of your hips, lift your chest. Take your hands to the little crease, and now lift your chest, and now slowly come forward, but core is active. Oh, you know what? Wait. We can do it better. Here, take your little Pilates ball. Move all your rolls out of there. Okay, press it into your low. And now lift your rib cage and now come up and over. Hug it in. Maybe you grab your shins, your ankles, breathe into the back body. Shoulders away from your ears. Now we open the back body quite a bit. So your hands are resisting your ankles or your shins. And now push your shins to your hands and push your hands to your shins. And now breathe to the right and left side of your spine like you're opening a zipper. To the right and to the left. Hopefully it feels a little bit more alive, more pliable. We don't want a lot of pliability, but we want a little bit of space. Like you're opening that zipper in your spine, right and left. Core is active. Now slowly walk your hands on your shins and on your thighs and come all the way up. Ah, beautiful work. All right, we have one last thing to do here. I'm going to show you the options. Your left, the band will go over your left ankle and then keep your right leg where it was. So now you have the option. What I do not want to see is your chest. You're losing your chest and your spine. So one variation is to interlace your hands on the chair. Bend your left knee a little. Look at your feet. Align your feet with your hips. Lift your chest, core active. And now you're just lifting the right leg up and down. The left hip points to sway to the left. Bring it back. Okay? Do not lose your belly. So if you can go on your forearms, will be easier. Okay? If you're on your forearms and interlace your hands. Lift your chest off the floor. Draw the elbows back and chest forward. And now lift your right leg and lower. Lengthen your tailbone. Your spine is in neutral. Lift and lower. Some of you can come to your hands. Lift and see which one is more effective for you. Bend your left knee and lower. Okay, we have 4 and hold. Breathe and tap. And 3, hold and tap. Keep checking with your spine. Lift and hold and tap. Lift and hold and tap. Good. Take your ankle to your right and go to the ball of your left foot or to the arch of your left foot. Bend your right knee. Lift your chest. I'm on the forearms. For me, I felt more power, like I interlace my hands, like I'm doing the Sphinx pose. But you do what feels best. Now lift your chest. Draw the elbows back so your chest is forward, not behind. Your shoulders are not behind your elbows. They're over. Squeeze your right hip to the midline. Lift your left leg. Bend your right knee. Feel those back muscles working. And lower. It's only from the hip. Your spine is neutral. Lift your leg. Breathe. Corset your abdomen. Lower. Lift and hold. Include whatever discomfort you have. Breathe through it. Hug those muscles a little more. And lower. Sometimes that's how you mobilize and liberate. Inhale. Exhale. Lift and hold. Lift a little higher. Core strong. 2, 1. Slowly release. Ay, ay, ay. Hallelujah. Let it go. So you can take your right leg to your thigh, to the chair, I mean. Walk your left leg behind you. And then you can grab the back of your seat if you can. Glutes are active and now just come forward a little. Do not let your low back collapse. You're still in neutral spine. And now you can drop that left knee just a little bit. Glutes are active, just a little. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release it, and then just take your chest to your thigh. Lean back. Inhale, come forward. Glutes are active. Keep your spine as it is, and now drop your left knee down towards the floor. Breathe. Good. 2, 1. Slowly release and push back. Come back center. Inhale, left leg over the chair. Draw the left hip back. Lean forward, lean forward. Find your chair if you need to. Whatever it is for you. I can tell you. Inhale. And now straighten. Maybe you walk the right leg back if you feel you have more space. The glute is active. Your core is active. And now bend the right knee. Breathe. Glute active. Shine a light through those quad muscles for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly push and straighten your leg any amount. Maybe you go to the edge of your chair. You can even do a little pyramid. Flex your left foot if you wish. Core is active. So the rule of thumb is if you're opening the back body, you engage the front body. If you're opening the front body, you engage the back body. So now your quad muscles are active, your core is active, and you're opening the hamstrings. That's how you don't hurt your low back. Now slowly bend. Inhale, glutes active. Lengthen your tailbone. Now are your right glutes, are they really active? Can you go all the way to the bone, because we fire them up, and now drop the right knee. Breathe, and you should not feel anything in your low back because your glutes are taking the control here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly walk your hands further down, maybe hamstring stretch, flex your foot. Breathe. Micro bend in your right knee, micro bend in your left knee. Breathe. Core active, glutes active. Now really engage your core, and that's going to open your hamstrings even more. Slowly bend your knee, push the chair and come back. Yay! Get rid of that chair for now. Let's come down to the floor. So here is the drill. We're going to take, if you don't mobilize that stickiness in your body, like I said, your body gets glued in there. You can do all the good work that you think you're doing, okay? But then some other areas get stuck in there, and then you're not having the glideness of those little joints. When you lose the glideness of the joint, you're going to be in trouble because you're going to lose range of motion, and then you're going to start to compensate. So that ball goes right into the upper trapezius here. The option is to just keep it there, or if you want, you can take the ball under your low back. So I'll show you before you go there. I'm going to put the ball right into my right upper trapezius. So that's between your cervical spine, okay, and then the top of your shoulder. You can also take your left hand behind. Actually, just keep the ball there. Now you can be on the Pilates ball. That's going to give you a little bit more range of motion to move And now we're gonna take the right palm. Ooh, up. And yes, it's gonna be uncomfortable in the beginning, but believe me, your body's gonna enjoy and benefit after. So you have the ball, you know when you're on it, and then take your right palm up. Slow motion. Maybe you're not going all the way back because you're not able yet. And then slowly come forward. Ooh. And up and back. And of course, as you're doing this, this is going all the way down your spine and your hips. You may not feel it, but it is. And down. Breathe through it. You might not be able to go far. Go a little. Soft, like you're floating in there. And now, when you're up, bend your elbow and imagine you have a tray on your right hand. You don't want to lose it. And now bring the elbow towards your ribs. And then take the elbow towards the back wall, as far back, almost touching your ear. And then go down, breathe in there, and go up. Take advantage of your breath, liberate whatever you feel. Bend the elbow down, and bend the elbow up. Now come only halfway, and now little circles with your elbow. Little circles. And then go the other way. Good. Now take the palm up over your head if you can, and now reach, roll over the big ball. Roll up and down, up and down, up and down. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Slowly move the ball from there. And now the ball, you're gonna take it between your shoulder blade on the right side and your spine, okay? So what we did earlier with the arm going in and out, now we're gonna use myofascial release. So see if you can find a way to see. It's easier to go with your left hand, I think, to the right side. Oh, adjust your big ball if you need to. Oh my goodness. Okay, now listen. You're gonna bring your palms, you're gonna give yourself a little hug. So cross your arms and now pull the t-shirt, pull your elbows to the back wall and then big circle. Change your arms again, give yourself a little hug, bend the elbows towards the crown of your head and now open your arms. Do it again, bend the elbows, up and over, big circle. One more. Bend the elbows. Big circle. And now just roll up and down on that ball. Breathe. You might even go side to side. That little rhomboid area from your spine towards the shoulder blade, like cross over. Little. You might roll down and then go cross over. Find different little area pressure points. And use your breath. And this also resets your low back and your shoulder girdle. This is all connected. So we'll start from the bottom. So just move the ball to the left side from that shoulder. On the left side, arrange your balls and now give yourself a hug, virtual hug, and pull the t-shirt up and over. And again, change your arms, slow. Breathe. All the way. Notice, keep pressing that tennis ball. Bend the elbows. Big circle. One more time. Bend the elbows. Breathe, take your time. That elevation, that's where things are happening. Press the ball and open. And I go up and down, little movements. Visualize how you're breaking all of those cobwebs in there and you're hydrating and promoting blood flow. The bones, they don't have as much blood flow. So breathe, and now pressing the tissue helps to promote that. And then go across from the spine towards your shoulder blade. And maybe you go up a little or down a little and hit different sections. Connect that to your spine, to your low back, to your hips. And I promise you, when you come off, you're gonna feel the difference. Okay, now take that ball out of there and take it to the upper trapezius now, between, just at the bottom of your cervical spine. Arrange your other ball. Press the ball first, find that. And now lift your left arm up and down and up and down and up. Bend the elbow, and now you have a platter in your left hand. Don't lose it. And I take the elbow to your ribs and take the elbow to your ear. Sometimes you wiggle your hips because you feel a little pull. That's a good thing. Breathe and wiggle your hips to release it. Elbow to your ribs. Breathe, elbow to your ear. Elbow down. Elbow up. Elbow halfway and a little circles with your elbow. Go both directions. And I take your arm up and just go up and down over that ball. You can play with that. Maybe you go right and left, you sway your hips. Slowly release the ball. Move your Pilates ball and now rest on your back and see how that feels. Ah, so nice. Okay, one more. You're gonna take that that tennis ball to the left side of your sacrum. Okay. And now you're gonna go left and right, left and right. As you sway your hips, you're gonna take that ball to the left side, open your arms in a T and open your feet wide, wide. So you have good stability. And now sway your hips to the right, the ball goes to the left, and then come back, but put the pressure on the ball. You might even cross your sacrum a little, like you're going a little to the right, and then go to the left, and you will lose your ball and then readjust it again. Find different spots in there. Breathe and lower. The pressure is the important part because that's how you compress the tissue, that's how you squeeze those toxins, and that's how you strengthen your joints. Breathe, go slow, and come back. And as you lose your ball, adjust it again, find different spots in there. Go even down towards your butt crack. There are a lot of different attachments in there that get ignored. So like towards your mid glute, from the center. Keep the pressure there, squeeze it out, like you're scraping something. And then go to the other side. Start from the center, right side of that sacrum, and then roll, sway your hips to the left, the ball goes to the right. Go slow and notice that this side is different. Breathe. Push, press the ball. If you hit an area that feels like bruised, go around it. Move slow and precise. And wherever you're going, you're shining your light along the way. Slow motion, a lot of pressure. And go towards your mid glute now. Breathe. Awesome. Slowly release the ball, rest on your back, see how that feels. Sway your hips side to side. Only to the SI joint, so don't drop your knees all the way far to the right, it's just to the edges. Excellent, and slowly come up. How we doing? Okay, one more little something, just last one. We're gonna take the ball. Let me see how we're gonna do this. Okay. Take the ball outside of your left knee. And now you can rest your head on the Pilates ball. And now you're going right at the edge, like if you took your fingers and you hooked that little muscle there, that's where you want your ball to be. There's some acupuncture pressure points there. So take that ball there. And maybe you straighten your leg. You can also bend both knees or straighten that leg and press the ball. You can stack your knees together and maybe straighten your legs a little. That's going to put more pressure. And that's individual. And then maybe you swing forward and back little. For some of you, you can hardly even breathe, stay. And just try to relax into it. But connect that to your hip. This is connecting also to your hip. So we're trying to create a little freedom here. Put the pressure on the ball. And once in a while, you stick in your tushy in and out because that helps you to release any pull tissue. And slowly, you're catching yourself, holding your breath, so breathe a little at a time, but lots of bright light. How long is your breath? Can you even play a game like I can breathe to 2 counts or 3 counts or 4 counts, and then you hold your breath for 2 counts or 3 or 4. Exhale slowly. That's going to help you to relax your nervous system. Okay, slowly come out of there. Ho. Breathe. And now just go to the other side. Find a little, hook your fingers under the muscle and then take that ball in there. Rest on your Pilates ball. Press the ball. Every side is so different. Bend your knees, stack your knees together, and then straighten your legs a little. And if it's super intense, just bend your knees and stay. Ooh. And now you're just rocking forward and back a little. Keep breathing. Separate your lips. Good work, everyone. Stick your tushy in and out. Connect your ball to your low back, to your pelvis. Wiggle your ankles a little, and then slowly come out of it. Come up to a seat, please. A few shoulder rolls. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a moment to really celebrate with all the challenges being here today, being able to do all the beautiful work and dedicating your time and effort to a better lifestyle. I hope practice served you well. Please drink lots of water because I feel a little dehydrated now from all the work. Let me know how you feel. If something didn't agree with you, let me know so I will keep that in mind for next time. Namaste. Thank you. Good job, everyone. Bye-bye.